Amazon has released a new Fire HD 8. It's available in two versions, an upgraded Fire HD 8 and the all-new Fire HD 8 Plus. Let's take a look at this Plus model, see what's new and if it's worth upgrading. Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Craig. On this channel, I show you how to get more out of your tech. Links to anything I talk about are in the description. I bought one of the original Fire HD 8s. You could check out that video with the link in the description. It was an okay device, but hard for me to really get into. If you want a device for social media, watching content, or replacing a Kindle, it's great. But I ultimately ended up giving it away because of its limitations. This Fire HD 8 Plus brings some nice upgrades to the lineup, but is it enough? Let's look at what you get with the new Fire HD 8 Plus, and I'll give you my pros and cons of this device. The base model new Fire HD 8 starts at $89.99 with special offers. The Fire HD 8 Plus is $20 more at $109.99 with special offers. Special offers are ads that you see when you first wake the device up, but once you unlock the screen, the device doesn't show any ads after that. This time around, I paid the $15 more to get the ad-free version. You could do that with either model. I did it because my previous version had the ads and it never felt like the device was 100% mine. It was like Amazon got to use it too for those ads. So I paid the $15. With the Plus model, you can bundle it with the wireless charging stand for $20 more. I bought the stand because once you drop the Fire HD into it, it gives you that Echo Show experience. Both versions of the new Fire HD, like the previous models, have an HD screen, not a full HD with 1080p. This is the same resolution as the Echo Show 8 and the 10-inch Echo Show 2nd generation. For most people, it's sufficient for the size of the screen. Now, Amazon says this upgraded version has a quad-core processor that's 30% faster than the previous versions. This year's upgraded Fire HD 8 has twice the RAM at 2 gigabytes. This Plus model has 3 gigabytes. It still doesn't feel very fast, but I think that has to do more with Amazon's interface. This model does come with twice the storage at 32 gigabytes versus the previous model at 16. You can upgrade to 64 gigabytes of storage and you can add up to 1 terabyte of additional storage using a micro SD card. The battery life on this, it gets you up to 12 hours of use. One of the things that I think is a welcome change on this device is the addition of USB-C. Thank you, Amazon, for that. To other companies, please stop using micro USB. Let that connection peacefully disappear. On this upgraded model, you do get a front and rear 2 megapixel cameras that can record up to 720p. I think 720p cameras should disappear. It's ridiculous. We're in 2020. But I digress. With this, you do get hands-free Alexa that can be activated even when the screen is asleep. Alexa, what's the weather today?
In Agora Hills, it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 96 degrees and a low of 62 degrees.
If the device is plugged in like I was showing earlier, it can be put into show mode so it acts like an Echo Show. The Plus model does add wireless charging. That alone is worth the extra $20 in my opinion. I was able to put this on the same ANKER charger that I use on my phone. And by the way, if you want an affordable wireless charger, check out the ANKER chargers in the description. I'm a big fan of these chargers. They're a great price. They've always worked well. Now let's talk about some of the pros of this device and follow up with what I don't like. I do like the wireless charging and that I can use it with my existing Qi chargers. I also like this dock with its wireless charging. Really has been great. Although it's not made by Amazon, but instead a third party, I'm liking it so far. The wireless charging is great. At $139.99, I see this being a great alternative to the Echo Show 8 at its regular price of $129.99. You get the same Echo Show interface, but you can open it up as a tablet and have access to other apps such as Netflix, start a show and drop it back in the stand and continue watching. You can't do that with an Echo Show. This does make a better media device than an Echo Show. I'll do a dedicated video comparing this to an Echo Show. Another good thing about this is the heavy duty plastic on it. You don't have to worry as much about dinging it up or dropping it. You can find repeated drop test videos, and this thing holds up. I do like that addition of USB-C. It's one less cable to carry around. I also like the location of the speakers. Amazon moved the speakers to what would be the side, which is horrible if you're listening to something in portrait mode, but are really nice for stereo audio and landscape while watching videos.
Stark, you got the perimeter. Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash.
This design is much better than the budget iPad 10.2 inch with its bottom firing speakers, which when you're watching something in landscape, all you're doing is getting audio out of the left or the right side, depending how you're holding it. As for the screen, it looks good. It's not a great screen, but it's good. I've been spoiled with iPad screens, and Apple does do some great screens. I am liking the size of it. I think it's a great device for reading Kindle books on, one-handed, very comfortable to use. Now, this may be a pro for some people, but it has that very familiar Amazon Fire interface that you find on other Fire TV devices. They're using that same tab layout based on different categories such as books, video, games, shopping, newsstand, Audible, all of that. Now that interface leads me into the dislikes. One of the worst things about this tablet to me is that interface. By keeping with the Amazon skin, and worst of all, the Amazon App Store, this tablet's limited. I don't know if it's Amazon interface is why the Fire HD8 feels slow at times, but the App Store definitely limits this device. There's no native Google Play Store to have access to all of Android apps. I know for some of you you're watching are going to say you can sideload the Google Play Store. Turn it into a real Android tablet and get access to significantly more apps. That is true and can be a great option. I got plenty of grief in the comments of my Fire HD8 video when I said there's no YouTube app made by YouTube. Their answer was sideload the Google Play Store and download the YouTube app, as if I were an idiot. To those people, that's not how this tablet comes, and I'm reviewing the Fire HD8 Plus as Amazon sends it, so zip it. I don't need your negativity. I'm reviewing the device in front of me. But if you do want to sideload the Google Play Store, there are a lot of great videos that'll show you how to do it. I plan on making a video on doing it in the future because I want to try it out, because I think that could solve pretty much all of my software dislikes. Now let's talk about the Amazon App Store. You can find all your different social media apps on here. They do have Microsoft Outlook for a real email program. There are a lot of games to choose from, and pretty much all of the streaming services that you would want to be able to watch video. It does not have Google apps such as Chrome, a YouTube app, Google Search, Google Drive, or Google Productivity apps. You got next to nothing from Microsoft. This reminds me of the iPhone when it first came out and Microsoft and Google didn't have apps. There were all these knockoff workaround apps to be able to create documents and spreadsheets, all that. It does have things like that. But this thing being locked down to the Amazon Store apps is the biggest source of frustration. It's limiting, and the reason why I would call this a media device. Amazon does work around not having actual Google apps by creating their own. So there is a Google search and there is a YouTube app on here. They seem like little self-contained browser setups more than mobile applications. But to me, they're a little janky. They even have bad icons with them. You do have Amazon Silk browser, which will allow you to go to Google if you want, or any other website. I would say the Silk browser is okay. It works. It gets the job done. I just don't like that it's not going to sync up with any browser I'd use on my computer or phone. Having Chrome on this would give me all my bookmarks and browser history and all that stuff there. It's a great media device. You can't beat the price if you want something for media. It's a great Kindle replacement too. I also think it's a great alternative to an Amazon Echo Show. The fact that this thing is so heavy duty makes it a great device for kids to play games or watch videos. You would have a device that you don't have to worry about breaking. And if it did break, you didn't pay iPad prices for it. But speaking of the iPad, if you want a more well-rounded device, I'd say save your money and get the budget iPad. Its base price is $329. You can find it all the time on Amazon for $279. Check out the link in the description. It really is cool how much you can save on Amazon with this. Even with this iPad, if you're an Android user, you can strip away all the Apple apps and download all Google apps instead. Also, if you go with something like the iPad, you can get productivity apps. You can edit 4K video, play a larger catalog of games, and get a real YouTube app. Those are things you're not going to find on this Fire HD 8 Plus. With an iPad, you can use apps that'll sync across your other devices. This is too trapped in the Apple world for my liking. I would say I'm still lukewarm on this device. But overall, if it's just a media device or Echo Show replacement that you want, go for it. It's a great price. But if you want more out of your tablet, save your money and get an iPad instead. Do you use the Fire HD tablet? Or are you thinking about getting one? Next, make sure to check out this video over here for some Amazon Echo uses. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.